Paris is known for its culture, romance, and history, but as a city with a unique way of life, there are certain things you should definitely avoid doing. In this video, I'm sharing 10 things you must not do in Paris to ensure you have the best experience possible. Whether you're visiting for the first time or returning to explore more, these tips will help you avoid some classic tourist traps. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to get more travel tips so you can explore Paris like a pro. Let's dive in. Don't assume everyone speaks English. While Paris is a global destination, you'll quickly realize that not everyone speaks English, especially in local shops or neighborhoods outside of the tourist areas. Expecting everyone to understand you can lead to frustration. It's crucial to make the effort to speak some basic French. Words like bonjour, hello, merci, thank you, and excusez-moi, excuse me, will go a long way. Parisians appreciate it when tourists make an effort to respect the local language. Imagine being in a foreign country where the primary language isn't English. You'd appreciate the effort too. Plus, starting off with a French greeting will help break the ice and may even lead to better service. Don't speak loudly in public. One thing you'll notice in Paris is how quietly people generally converse. In public spaces like cafes, restaurants, or on the metro, speaking loudly is frowned upon. This is part of the Parisian charm. There's an appreciation for calm, composed conversation. Imagine sitting in a cozy cafe with a friend, enjoying a coffee and pastry, while the soft hum of quiet conversation surrounds you. This is the atmosphere Parisians enjoy. If you're talking too loudly, it might not only draw unwanted attention, but also annoy the locals. If you're not sure about your volume, just look around to see how others are behaving and follow suit. Don't tip like you would in the US. In countries like the US, tipping can be a large part of a service worker's salary, but in Paris, tipping works a bit differently. Most restaurants and cafes already include a service charge, service compris, in your bill. This means that a tip is not mandatory, but is still appreciated. A small tip of around 1 to 2 euros for a casual meal or rounding up your bill for a coffee will suffice. Be careful though, leaving a large tip might seem out of place. Think of it like this. Your service charge is already taken care of, so tipping is a small token of appreciation rather than a necessity. Don't spend all your time at the Eiffel Tower. Yes, the Eiffel Tower is iconic and must be seen, but don't fall into the trap of spending your whole visit focused on just this landmark. It's a major tourist magnet, and you'll find that it can quickly eat up a huge chunk of your time if you're not careful. Instead, try diversifying your time in Paris. Have you ever explored the quirky streets of Montmartre or the charming Le Marais district? Or perhaps enjoyed the lesser-known beauty of the Canal Saint-Martin? Paris has so many neighborhoods to explore, each with its own charm and character. Don't limit yourself to just one area. Discover hidden gems like art galleries, small boutiques, or food markets that most tourists don't even know about. Don't ignore the metro system. The Paris Metro is one of the most efficient and cost-effective ways to travel around the city. However, many tourists make the mistake of relying solely on taxis or walking. While taxis can be convenient, they are often stuck in traffic and tend to be much more expensive than hopping on the metro. If you're in a rush, the metro is your best bet. With 16 lines running throughout the city, it's an easy and fast way to get from one place to another. Plus, with the Paris Visité travel card, you can use it for unlimited travel on the metro, buses, and even some trains. The metro is safe, but be cautious about pickpockets, especially during rush hours. Don't take photos in certain areas. Paris is a photographer's dream, but there are some places where taking photos is either prohibited or discouraged. Museums like the Louvre and Musée d'Orsay have strict rules about photography, especially in certain exhibits where flash can damage the artwork. Some churches, like the Sainte-Chapelle, may also have signs prohibiting photography inside. It's important to always check signs or ask if you're unsure. In more sacred places, like churches or religious monuments, taking photos may seem disrespectful, so it's always better to err on the side of caution. Don't eat in tourist-heavy areas. Tourist-heavy areas like the Champs-Élysées or around the Eiffel Tower are full of cafes and restaurants, but they're often overpriced and lack the authenticity of Parisian dining. These spots cater to tourists and may offer lower quality food. For a true Parisian experience, venture to quieter neighborhoods like the 10th or 11th arrondissements. Explore the many food markets, bistros, and cafes tucked away in local streets. The food will be fresher, the prices will be better, and you'll get a much more authentic Parisian experience. Plus, you'll avoid the long lines. Don't underestimate the power of fashion. Paris is the fashion capital of the world, and what you wear matters. While you don't need to dress like a high-fashion model, Parisians do dress well and prefer classic chic styles. Avoid walking around in sneakers, athletic gear, or overly casual clothing unless you're in a very relaxed setting. It's common to see Parisians in elegant yet simple outfits, and if you want to blend in, you should aim to dress similarly. Think tailored jackets, scarves, and stylish boots, rather than flip-flops or sweatpants. Even in casual settings, make sure your outfit is neat and put together. Don't rely on Google Maps without paying attention to street signs. Google Maps can be a lifesaver, but when navigating the streets of Paris, sometimes it's not enough. The city's layout, especially in older areas, can be confusing, with narrow streets, winding alleys, and occasional missing signs. Street signs are often smaller and easy to miss. Pay attention to the little details, such as the street names above doorways. If you're unsure, don't hesitate to ask a local. Parisians might be more reserved, but they are usually happy to help, especially if you make the effort to speak French. Don't forget to enjoy the slower pace of life. One of the things that makes Paris so special is its slower, more relaxed approach to life. The café culture here is all about savoring moments. In Paris, you'll notice that locals take their time to enjoy meals, have long conversations, and watch the world go by. Many tourists rush through their visits, ticking off landmarks without taking the time to truly experience the city. Don't fall into this trap. Find a café, sit down, and watch Paris unfold around you. This is one of the best ways to experience the city, and it's one of the things that makes Paris unforgettable. Paris may have its rules, but when you follow them, you'll unlock the true magic of the city. With these 10 tips, you'll be able to navigate Paris with ease and enjoy it like a local. Don't forget to like this video if you found it helpful, and subscribe to the channel for more travel tips and insider secrets to help you get the most out of your trips. Have you been to Paris? Share your own experiences and tips in the comments below. We'd love to hear them.